Acts chapter 5 verses 12 to 16. Yet more than ever, believers in the Lord, great numbers of men and women, were added to them. Many signs and wonders were done among the people at the hands of the apostles. They were all together in Solomon's portico. None of the others dared to join them, but the people esteemed. Yet more than ever, believers in the Lord, great numbers of men and women, were added to them. Thus, they even carried the sick out into the streets and laid them on cots and mats so that when Peter came by, at least his shadow might fall on one or another of them. A large number of people from the towns in the vicinity of Jerusalem also gathered, bringing the sick and those disturbed by unclean spirits, and they were all cured. Did you ever wonder how the church started? This reading tells us the exact place of the first church meeting, the colonnade, the porch that was on the east side of the temple, also known as Solomon's portico. Remember that the church was protected from Roman persecution while still meeting, and considered part of the temple. When the church left, they became an outlaw religion and subject to Roman persecution. But these early Christians assembled where everyone could see them, which was very courageous, when you consider the consequences of admitting you were a Christian. The apostles are continuing the work begun by Jesus. While the apostles were at the temple, they were close to the same religious leaders who had orchestrated Jesus' death. Many people held them in highest honor, but those same people didn't dare join the church because they feared persecution. The church still exists to convince all people to amend their sinful ways and live in the hope of a heavenly reward. Have you noticed how happy parishioners crowd to churches that feed them spiritually, and they joyfully introduce others to their church, where lives are changed for the better? The miracles the apostles performed were done through God-given power to heal and get rid of demons. People are still drawn to Christianity because of the community's generosity, honesty, leaders, and unity today, just as in biblical times. Christ had performed many miracles which were signs of his compassion, authority, and proof that God was with him. Even Nicodemus, a Pharisee and a member of the Sanhedrin, told Jesus, "For no one can do these signs, miracles, that you do, unless God is with him." The apostles found themselves in the same situation. People who passed within Peter's shadow were healed, not by Peter's shadow, but by God's power working through Peter. The miracles also confirmed the truth of their teachings, and the fact that the power of God was with them.